So now comes, what do we do? There are three types of actions that you can perform: selfish, unselfish, and selfless. Next, please. Selfish action, I don't need to explain to you. We are all experts at that. Next. Next, please. The overriding concern is I, me, myself. Why are we saying that we should not be selfish? Because the fact of the matter is, again, Swami Ramatirtha said, the way to gain anything is to lose it. What a brilliant statement. Huh? And the phenomenon of color substantiates it. You see this? What color is it? Red. White light consists of 7 colors. When the white light falls on this object, what happens? Physics from school. What happens? Correct. Not lost. It absorbs all other colors except red. So all of us know that red is the only color this object does not have. Yet when you look at it, what do you say? It is red. You don't say it is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange. Amazingly, I don't know whether it's occurred to you, what it grabs to itself, 6 colors are lost, as you say. It grabs the 6 colors, it loses it. It gives red, it gains red. So is it in life. The more you give, the more you get. There were 3 businessmen at a very important international conference. And during the tea break, they were discussing how much of their earnings they give to charity. So there's a British guy, Englishman, who said he felt very proud, a very charitable fellow. He said, I draw a cross on the ground, I take all my profits, throw them into the air. Whatever falls within the cross is God's, I give it to charity. What falls outside is mine, I keep it. And the Arab's turn came. He said a similar thing, except he said, I draw a crescent on the ground, I throw my profits into the air. Whatever falls in the crescent is God's, I give it to charity. What falls outside is mine, I take it. Then there came the turn of the Indian. He is scratching his head because he had never done charity. But Indians are smart, quick thinkers. So he quickly thought of some way out of the situation. He told the other guys, say, you people are very petty. So they said, why? What do you do? He said, don't you know? Everything belongs to God. I take all my profits, throw them into the air. Whatever God wants, He keeps. What falls down is mine. So that's what it is, friends. The more you give, the more you gain. But we are so afraid of giving. Why do we not give? Next slide, please. See, when you grab, it has diminishing returns. The mind is distressed. You feel insecure. You're fearful. All this happens when you take. Whereas when you give, you gain. So the ideal placed before us is yajna. Yajna, havan. All of us are doing it. When you start a new factory, you start a havan. You go into a new home, you start a havan. Whatever it is, you start havan. But you don't know the significance of that havan. So havan is only associated with, as it is, ours is a hot country, there is more heat and smoke in the eyes. But havan has a very deep significance. In the 3rd chapter of the Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, Sahayajna prajasruštva purovacha prajapatihi anena prasavishyadvam eshavo svishta kamadho. Means, when the Prajapati, the creator, created the human being, he created us sahayajna, along with the capacity to sacrifice. Like, After the function is over, on your way out, there is only one small door and so many people to go out. You have the choice of saying, after you. Pehle aap. In what do you say in Gujarati? This capacity no dog has. If a dog is in the auditorium, he'll run out. So all of us have a choice to give, capacity to sacrifice. And then Krishna says, and Prajapati, when he created us with sahayajna, along with the capacity to sacrifice. And then he said, with this, may you prosper. What does that mean? It means without sacrifice, it is impossible to prosper. And all of us are planning to prosper without sacrifice. That is why we get stressed. I want to be a millionaire. I want a bigger car. I want a bigger house. I want so many things, but you're not getting anything. Therefore, the stress. But learn to sacrifice. And then he says, let this be the Kamadhenu of all your endeavors. You know who Kamadhenu is? A mythological cow supposed to reside in heaven. And what is special about Kamadhenu is you go to Kamadhenu and ask for anything in the world. Kamadhenu will say, Tathastu, granted. Now don't ask me for the address of Kamadhenu. But what is interesting is he says, with sacrifice, all your desires will get fulfilled. So, when you fix a higher ideal, so what does it mean? We all have desires. Every one of us wants